Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go.
Welcome to Vocab TV, and as always, I'm your host, Mr. Vocab TV Talik. And as you can see, sitting to my right, we finally got the opportunity to have her in the magazine doing a spread as opposed to always doing the shows, and Segura. So, you know, we want to get into a lot of the things. I mean, I got the opportunity to meet you during Fashion Week and things like that in September, and a lot has been going on since then. So let's talk about your most recent things that you're working on right now.
Definitely, yeah. I've been doing a lot of shows, and I keep running into you, which is great. I love the support. The last event that I was part of that you got to experience was the Latino show, where I was representing my culture and being Latina and being from both Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. It was an honor to show a little bit of my tropical side with my collection.
Yeah, absolutely. And with everything that's been going on, like you said, a lot of shows, we've been bumping into each other a lot. That's because the consistency is there. I just want to talk about, you know, your consistency and how do you continuously put out such great product and such great lines?
I want to say that I like to innovate. You know, that's like fashion is my life. I grew up in a house where my mom knows how to sew, my grandma sewed, my aunt. So it was kind of like a family tradition. And I've been doing this since a very early age. Like, I learned how to sew when I was 9, and I went to high school for it. I went to college. I have now 9 collections. So when somebody invites me to do a show, it's very easy for me to just pull from my collections and come up with a theme that works, you know, and that I know is going to surprise people. You know, whether you're seeing the same collection again, believe me, you would not know, because I would transform it to the point that you would say, like, where did she came up with this?
Yeah, and that actually happened to myself as well. Like, seeing some of the things, it looks totally different, especially the way you accessorize. I know you work with a lot of people that do accessories. We want to talk about some of those lines because, you know, the first one I got to see was the Welcome to Burlesque, which was inspired by burlesque, and then the Night of Enchantment, your Bollywood collection, and Night of Phantoms. I mean, the list could go on and on, but let's talk about the burlesque. I want to, you know, touch on that just real quick, and then we could go back to the, you know, the more previous ones, and just want to get everybody the insight on how amazing that show was, the Welcome to Burlesque show.
Well, honestly, it's about my demeanor. It's about my attitude. It's about me, who I am as a person. I love being a woman. You know, I love to be empowering to women. I consider myself to be very sexy, and that's what my line is all about. You know, I started designing lingerie, and now I have refined my line to be more of a dressy evening apparel, but it's still inspired by what intimate apparel was a long time ago, when women used to dress sexy for a man or be the secretary wearing the little garter belts underneath their dresses. You know, something to entice you and want to know more about that woman. And Welcome to Burlesque was just a little bit of what my whole collection and what Ana Segura and Annie's Intimate Company is about. You know, to be beautiful, be a woman, be sexy, and still wear a gown.
Dolls. Unfortunately, that was one I didn't make, and I saw the pictures and I was very upset about that.
A really good show.
And if you weren't there, you missed it as well. So you just join the train with me and be upset that you missed that. But let's talk about the Faceless Dolls and everything that you had out there. I mean, it was, like I said, I saw the pictures and it was just off the charts.
Well, I definitely wanted to bring something that surprised people. That side of me, like when people look at me, they still kind of want to read my eyes and they like want to know what I'm thinking. Like, I'm very mysterious, but it's again, it's all a game. It's all trying to like entice you. It's all about who I am. When I first started my collection, I was going kind of like into like a goth period. I was very into the mystical world, and I love vampires. As crazy as that sounds. And if you look into my lines, everything carries a Victorian feel to it. So Faceless Dolls was a component of different collections that I had different black pieces, and I put it all together, and I kept hearing like this opera song, and I was like, I want to incorporate that hip hop, but with like a very morbid type of music with opera. I was like, what should I call it? And then this whole idea of like covering the girls' faces completely and let it be about my pieces, my garments, and my jewelry designer that I work with, Pearl Naito. It was about that, you know. So I was like, let's put this together, let's see how it works. And it worked. I mean, everybody was like trying to figure out who the model was, and they were really intrigued, but they loved the whole concept of music. I mean, that's what I'm about. When I design something, I design not just the clothing, it's the concept. It's from the music, the location, the vibe, what the girls are wearing, the models, everything has to fit.
We do want to give a quick mention to Pearl Naito. She definitely does her thing with all of the accessories, and I'm pretty sure this is Pearl Naito too.
Her. This is one of the pieces that she actually made for my birthday, and I love them. I told her, I was like, I want really long earrings because my hair is extremely long, and I need something that sticks out. And she completely read what I wanted. You know, she was like, here's your long earrings.
Yeah, I mean, with Pearl Naito and Ashley Rose, I mean, they did their thing with collaborating with you on that Latino show.
I mean, we call each other now the Dream Team, and it was kind of like we all came together in a very odd way. Like it's funny because if you hear our story, we all at one point met each other, but we didn't meet each other, you know, until we decided like let's work together. And at the Latino show, we did an editorial and we did a cover shot for the magazine. And it's kind of like when our team came together. And that's where Tariq Abbas from Lancome came in as the makeup artist. Ashley Rose came in as a stylist. Pearl came in as the jeweler. And Ana Cristina came in as a hairstylist. We just found each other on that one spot, and we fell in love. It's like, you know, to work with a group of people that are very like-minded like you, and they're like, you know, striving for the same thing. We felt like we were having a play date, but we were having so much fun that we just wished like that was our life every single day, you know, just having fun, doing what we love, and eventually we're gonna get paid for it, of course. So that's where the Dream Team idea came from. You're gonna hear us talking about the Dream Team.
So we want to basically talk about, you know, the future path for, you know, Ana Segura and NES Intimates.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain to you what NES Intimates is, because I know people like keep calling me NES. Before, like if you Google me, that's what comes up. Ana Segura is kind of like what I have adopted now. I figure like I'm getting older, I wanted something a little bit more mature. Annie is actually my nickname from childhood. And when I came up with the company, I was like, I'm only doing lingerie, and that's how I came out with NES Intimates. So NES Intimates is the company, you know, that's the umbrella to what Ana Segura and S.C.U.M Resort is about. So it's kind of like the umbrella, but Ana Segura's signature, what I intend to do and what we're working towards with my team is definitely placing our products in boutiques, especially with the S.C.U.M Resort, because it's a little bit more marketable. It's something that is tangible, something that you could go and get. With my intimates, because it's evening, I like to put my touch into it. I don't like replicas. I like to kind of just go crazy and design something and make it unique for that one person. So that's our Black Label collection that people physically has to come to me and say, I want to dress. I want to like give me an inspiration, and I just go wow. And
so with that, with what you just said, you know, people coming directly to you. What are some of the outlets to where, you know, some of your new followers? I know you have plenty of people that's already on not NES anymore, Ana Segura. No more Annie, but for the folks that's out there that's, you know, just getting a glimpse of you and getting to know your line and things like that, and I know they're gonna love it when they see the spread. How do they get in contact with you?
Right now we're gearing up to launching the website finally, which is anasegura.com. It's in the works, and we're gonna have our launch probably by the end of this month. We're very excited. Definitely Facebook. People can always find me on Facebook. Why? It's just that's the first thing that comes up. I do have my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/perfect little one, and then I have the fan page, which is /NESintimate.fan page, and that's where you could see all my collections from day one, and you could definitely see like the growth throughout the years.
Okay, so are you looking for anybody to want to follow you on Twitter and things like that? Can they do that as well?
Yeah, actually, I mean, you can follow me everywhere. I mean, I have Twitter, and although I don't like it that much, my PR has like taken over my Twitter, and I'm like, go ahead, you do whatever you have to do. My Twitter is Miss Ana Segura, so it's MS Ana Segura, and then I have my YouTube channel that I developed for people to cash onto all the shows and everybody that's filming for me. You know, I just link all these videos to my YouTube channel, which is Design.
We want to say thank you for your time. We really appreciate you taking the time out to finally being in that spread for one of our designers of the month.
Thank you for inviting me. I mean, I feel honored, and I'm looking forward to working with you guys more and showing you more of what's coming up with my line, and especially for Fashion Week. I have something ready for you guys, and hopefully you guys fall in love all over again.
Oh yeah, and I'm always there at every show, so we definitely have to be there. So we'll definitely be in contact with you for Fashion Week. Look out for Anna Segura for Fashion Week, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be some good things going on.
Hot and sexy.
Always hot and always sexy. If you're looking at that spread, you already know what's going on with Anna Segura. But like I said, thank you for your time. As always, this is your host, Mr. Vocab TV Talik, for Vocab TV, Vocab Magazine, where beauty, swag, and fashion is always our lifestyle.
Fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Nail done, hair done, everything did. Nails done, hair done, everything did. Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Nail done.